Hello YouTubers, this is Homemade Belts. Trying something new. Figured I would do a WWE 13 rant. This video is going to basically include the Attitude Era leaked roster so far. All the superstars that I'm going to cover, the ones that have been leaked via Facebook, and the features that I'm going to go into have been leaked via THQ. So I'm going to get started. First on the Attitude list, they got Road Warrior Animal. Pretty good inclusion. I like the Road Warriors. It's going to be always been one of my favorite tag teams. So Hawk is also confirmed. So they're going to have Road Warriors, big part of the Attitude Era. So looking forward to playing a lot of matches with them. Moving on, Big Boss Man. It said that he's going to have his SWAT attire. I think it'd be cool if they would also include his debut attire. Just my opinion. Next on to Billy Gunn. I think Billy Gunn is a wicked inclusion. Looking forward to doing a Billy Gunn Dolph Ziggler match. Also looking forward to you get the New Age Outlaws against the Road Warriors. Nice little dream match. Moving on to Bret Hart. Pretty excited that they're going to include him this year. I was kind of bummed that they didn't in WWE 12. But luckily, Community Creations has got a pretty good superstar available for download right now. But looking forward to being able to do some superstar threads for Bret Hart. Moving on to the next, they got British Bulldog. He's going to have his short hair, and he's going to have his half red, half white tights. British Bulldog being in the game, that opens up the possibility of Bret Hart, British Bulldog team. So I know that's what I'll be doing. Next on to Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Mankind, Mick Foley. Honestly, I like all the characters. Kind of bummed though that I think that they're going to be tearing up roster spots just to make sure that all these personas get in the game. I would have liked to given a chance to some of these other Attitude Era stars to make it in the game. But my own opinion, it'll be cool to have the Faces of Foley in there, nonetheless. Next is on to Eddie Guerrero. It'll be cool to play as Eddie. Unfortunately, Latino Heat won't be a possibility unless via Community Creations this year, because Chavo will not be included in the game. He's released from his contract, from what I've heard. Next is on to Edge. Pretty stoked that they're going to be including him this year. From what Twitter has said and from what I've seen on Facebook, they were unable to reach a Legends deal with Edge, and Edge, last I knew, had not signed on to a Legends contract. So really nice for THQ and WWE to include them, to include him for at least one more game. It'll be nice to have Edge and Christian one more time. Next is on to The Godfather, which is pretty interesting inclusion. I think it's been a while since he's been in a game. I know I'm going to be putting him in a team with Brodus Clay. That'll be a fun little scenario to play through. Next is Ken Shamrock. Really stoked about Ken Shamrock. He is really, I think, I consider him underrated, but he does have a lot of fans, and Attitude Era, he was one of my favorite guys to watch. Just in your face, really intense. The way that he delivered the ankle lock, I think, was a lot more believable than what we see on TV nowadays. So looking forward to Ken Shamrock. Looking forward to playing the world's most dangerous man. Uh, Next is Lita. Um, for me, Lita's a big. I mean, Lita's pretty. She's a big deal. Uh, I don't normally play Diva matches, but Lita was definitely someone. She's definitely going to be my go-to if I do anything storyline-wise, Diva-wise. So looking forward to playing Lita. Looking forward to pairing Lita with Edge. Definitely going on community creations for Matt and Jeff and doing Team Extreme. Um, so next is on to Mike Tyson. Um, I'm glad that THQ changed their mind. Originally, he was going to be a manager, and they have now confirmed that he's going to be a playable character. So that's going to be a nice little perk. I think it'll be cool to go in there as Mike Tyson and put him in DX even, especially if they cut X-Pac. That's still up in the air right now. So it'll be cool to get Mike Tyson in the ring and throw some KOs. Next is McMahon, Vince McMahon. Really, McMahon for me, I use him in my storyline. But really in gameplay, not too much. But it'll be cool if they include a Big Johnny DLC to do a Laurinaitis versus McMahon. Next is the Road Dogg, Jesse James. Like I said, Billy Gunn being in the game, really awesome that we're going to get the whole New Age Outlaws in there. Also that, opens up the doorway for D-Generation X. As I said, X-Pac, they're still on the waiver of if he made his deal on time. I'd be really bummed out if X-Pac wasn't able to be included in the game, but the way these games go, you gotta take what you get. So, I mean, we could always include Mike Tyson and DX. Now, I would be fine with that. So next on the list is Shane McMahon, which he was originally confirmed, and from what I see now is he may not make the game. He was not in the testing version, but things can be changed. We've seen that in the previous versions, so that would be a nice little inclusion there. And then next is HBK. Going to be really good to see HBK in there. Just because of the whole DX thing. And plus, I play Shawn Michaels a lot, storyline and just regular online gameplay, so I was really excited that they're going to include HBK again this year. Next is Stephanie McMahon. Like I said, I don't know. It's really not going to affect my gameplay. I'm not going to do much with her. But it's cool that they threw her in there, especially if they're going to be throwing in the rest of the McMahon gang. So that was cool for them to, give us that little spice, if you may. Next is Stone Cold. So that's huge. Stone Cold is one of the biggest Attitude Era keys that I can think of. So, and he hasn't been a stranger in the past games, so wasn't really surprised he was included, but good nonetheless. Next is Trish Stratus. The models that they've shown us, she has her brown hair. She had brown hair in the testing version, but they have now said that they're going to be changing her to her blonde hair. So the way I see it, to keep it as exact to the Attitude Era as possible is going to make for the best game. So it's good that they can go in and touch up these little last-second things. Next is Vader. I was really stoked to see him in WWE 12. I love pairing him up with the Road Warriors. Vader is awesome. I'm going to use him a lot. He's part of my Legion of Doom trio that I make, so looking forward to that. So that's going to conclude the Attitude Era stars. The only other thing attitude-wise that I can cover is that Big Show will have an alternate Attitude attire. It's also been confirmed that Chris Jericho will have an Attitude attire, along with Christian, Kane, The Rock, Triple H, and The Undertaker. So that's going to be awesome. I'm really stoked that Undertaker's in the game, especially missing so much time this past year, but I think having the match with Triple H at WrestleMania really put him over and put him into the game this year. So that's going to include the Attitude Era video. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Post any questions that you may have. I can answer to the best of my knowledge things that I've read on forums and through Facebook. But other than that, thank you for your time, and I'll catch you later.